Hello, we are going to talk about the muscle attachments to the femur and the os coxae. And this is one half of the os coxae. We have two of these. Each one is made up of three bones, those bones being the ilium, the ischium, and the pubis. And just a reminder, our origins are going to be in red and our insertions are going to be in blue. Number one, we will have the iliacus. Number two, we are going to have the pectineus. Number four, the gracilis. Number three, the adductor brevis. All of these being, because they're in red, origins. Moving on to the femur on the lateral aspect. At number one, we are going to have the insertion for the piriformis. Number two, the insertion for the gluteus medius. Number three, the insertion for the gluteus minimus. And then at number four, we'll have the origin of the vastus lateralis, easy to remember because it's shaped like an L. And then at number five, the vastus intermedius. And we will also have on the medial aspect, we are going to have the origin of the biceps femoris short head. And we're going to only have two other origins to speak of. We're going to have at number three, the vastus lateralis continuation, which makes sense because it kind of curls down and around. And at number eight, we're going to have the origin of the vastus medialis. And for our insertions, we are going to have the insertion of the gluteus medius at number one. At number two, the gluteus maximus insertion. At number four, the iliopsoas insertion. At number six, the pectineus insertion. Number five, we will have the insertion of the adductor magnus. Number seven, the insertion of the adductor brevis. At number nine, we will have the insertion of the adductor longus. And going back to the os coxae on the more inferior and lateral portion, which we can tell it's lateral because of this wonderful landmark here. At number one, we are going to have the origin of the semimembranosus. Number two, the origin of the biceps femoris long head and the semitendinosus. At number three, the origin of the adductor magnus. Number four, the gracilis. Number five, the adductor brevis. And number six, the adductor longus. And because they are all in red, they are origins. And this makes sense because insertions are the more movable aspect. And so with them being hip and thigh muscles, it would make sense that they would be more inferior. And to finish up, on the more superior portion of the lateral / posterior aspect of the os coxae, we are going to have the origin of the gluteus maximus, the origin of the gluteus medius at number two. At number four, the origin of the gluteus minimus. And at number three, the origin of the tensor fascia latae. Number five, we will have the origin of the sartorius. Number six, there are two areas where the rectus femoris will originate. And then at number seven, we will have the origin of the semimembranosus, which we have already seen before. And likewise, at number eight, we are going to have the origin of the biceps femoris long head and the semitendinosus, and last but not least, we will have the origin of the piriformis. Almost said pectineus, but it's the piriformis. Thank you for watching.